Okay, hello everyone and welcome to Missy T TV. I am not alone here streaming tonight. There is also
Me, basis of operations. Thank you very much for that. I'm actually nervous tonight.
Oh, don't be, you'll be fine. Okay, so we have got Rogue Gamer. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and your character?
Oh yeah, I can do properly tonight. I was the Wanderer, the Wandering Warlock, Celestial based, now with a little bit of a new thing to him this session, so I hope it's gonna be interesting.
No problem. Okay, and we have myself. I am Missy T TV, Tonya. My character is Abraxia. She is now a level 3 Dragonborn fighter. She is now also a samurai, so she is definitely aggressive and wants to kick some ass. I am also a streamer. I'm a variety streamer. I like to do mini painting, knitting, video games, online board games, and online roleplay. So just a few things really. And we have also bases of operations.
Thank you very much. I stream as well. I'm a miniature painter mostly, as most people know, and I've just started streaming video games with Kelvin, and now suddenly I'm playing D&D online too. Yes, but my character is Rogar, the Red Dragonborn fighter.
Perfect. Okay, and the most important person is our games master, Miniax Miniatures.
Hello everyone, it's your old buddy Nate from Miniax Miniatures. I will be your dungeon master for tonight. Before we begin, I would like to give kind of a short synopsis of the events so far in our adventure.
Yep.
You start off with, in our first adventure, you were tasked with, oh golly, no, I'm blanking. In your first adventure, you were tasked with...
Was it getting the dragon egg?
Yes, that is actually correct. You were tasked with getting the dragon egg, and you did manage to recover the dragon egg pretty uneventfully, but then you were accosted by some of the welcomers from the local feed. In your second adventure...
Hi, Lucky.
I'll let that play.
Welcome, darling. Yeah, Nate.
Okay, so in our second adventure, you were tasked with saving a family from some goblins. A woman begged you to save her family, and you did manage to save the family. And you found out that the welcomers were also involved in that little adventure. They had put the goblins up to it, if you remember.
Yep.
In your third adventure, you were tasked with investigating a rumor that one of the bodies interred for centuries at a local cemetery was in fact not a human, but rather a green dragon polymorphed into the shape of a human. And upon investigation, you found that the rumors were true, and there were missing bones from the dragon. And on further investigation, you found that it appeared that there were some necromantic magics mixed in with this adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, another body part from another dragon, a blue dragon, was actually discovered in Madame Friona's tea kettle, the local tavern. And you guys managed to rustle that artifact and gain control. And it is now the following morning. And before we do start the actual adventure, I want to say, please follow me on Twitch and Instagram at Miniax Miniatures. And let's get down to some adventure.
Wonderful.
Wait. Sorry, I missed the last part.
I just said I want to get started adventuring. Okay, you wake up in the morning. You are looking around for work. It's Moon Day.
Oh, it's Moon Day.
And you are looking around for work. And there's a Sunday and a Moon Day. You know, every 10 day. It's like a week is 10 days.
Okay.
Can I just stay in the tavern in my room for the hour or so that morning?
Well, you actually do that. You hang out in the tavern for a while. Nothing really happens. There's nobody around. It's pretty dead again.
But I bet there's some
I'm just
fantastic sausages.
Yeah, I'm just doing something in my room and then just, yeah, nobody needs to know about that.
That might be a little too much information. You can go ahead and keep those kind of adventures to yourself.
Nope, I'm just summoning a familiar.
Ah.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I was waiting for that.
So you spend your day in leisure time. I do believe that Aravos has indeed found a magical item that he needs to get investigated, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, there is some shopping that Abraxia needs to do today.
Yes, she has ordered a splint mail.
That should be available today if you want to go ahead and pop your purchases into the Roll20 chat before we continue.
Yep. So that is splint mail.
Need to check on a name.
Point of order. Does one start with any gold?
Oh yes, you start with 100.
I'm sorry. Every player starts with 100 gold because that is the most expensive spellcasting item you might need at level 1.
I don't have spells, but...
It matters not. The point is, the most expensive thing someone would need to buy at level 1 is the cost of 100.
I mean, plate armor is like 1500. Fighters need that. Anyway, I'm gonna...
Fighters do need that, but they don't need it at tier 1.
It helps in any tier. Okay, I'll do some shopping later because I didn't spend much, and I might just grab a healing potion or two. But
I really need to get a... I like to
Hello,
buy
Bang.
some metal ingots. Maybe some iron. Can I do that?
I want you to go ahead and take a look in the. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up real quick.
Thank you.
So in the meantime, Abraxia, now having her awesome splint mail that gives her +1 AC, she's just chilling up at the bar, just mulling around, looking around, wondering what exciting adventure is going to come next.
like, after the usual wake up time that our hours gets, and like an hour or two later, like a bit of arguing can be heard in the room, and then she just like, okay, I'll figure it out, I'll check it out, I just don't really come out, and then he's gonna walk out of his room, and with the cupped dragon tooth, and basically but it's all wrapped up even more in like some cloth and everything, just so it doesn't spill out or fall out by
That was a
mistake.
good idea.
And he's gonna, with the rushed step, gonna just walk through the tavern and head outside. Oh, look, then come back for a moment and go to Madame Madame Fiona?
That's her name, yeah.
Yep, to ask her something.
Okay, I'm not seeing a price for metal ingots. I'm going to go ahead and do it by, let me think of a value by...
Birth.
Okay, I'm thinking 1 ingot of copper is going to be worth 1 gold piece, so you can get 2 ingots of iron for the same price.
Okay. Can I get 1 iron and 2 iron and 1 copper?
Yeah, go right ahead and make a note of that on the D20 chat and note it in your inventory as well. That's a total cost of 2 gold pieces.
Thank you very much.
All right, does everyone feel prepared?
Yeah, I just want to quickly note to Rogar, in case he doesn't know, he also gets 1 free health potion because we are part of the Harper Guild. But when if you don't use it this session, it will disappear, but then you'll get a new one next session. So it's like in-game use.
Cool.
That is 100% accurate.
Thank you. I try and remember.
So, Rogue Gamer, did you want to go ahead and get that inspected by the local wizard school?
Yeah, but first I'm just gonna go ask Madame Fiona.
Oh, right. Go right ahead and do that right now.
Yeah, if there is, I can just go. I know your services are just based around here, but I'm looking for some mage, some intelligent guy that knows about the arcane spells and stuff like that, or any place that has them. I need something to get looked at.
She says, "Oh dear, you must be talking about Brother Hilbert. You can find him in the spellcasting boutique across the..."
Brother Hilbert?
Yes, his name is Brother Filbert. He performs mostly spellcasting services, but I'm pretty sure he'd be able to handle a question like you might have.
Okay, so he's somewhere in the marketplace. Okay, I'll find him. Thank you.
It's the same guy you would go to for spellcasting services. If you needed, for example, it's hard to explain. They can provide material. They can provide materials for spells. They can provide actual spell casting, but the cost, of course, to buy a spell as opposed to casting yourself is really astronomically high. I doubt you guys would be able to afford any of those kind of services at this time.
Okay, I'll after before like heading there and like heading through the marketplace, I'm gonna look around to find a glass jar or bottle or something that can fit the tooth and something I can close in like easily.
All right, let me think about that for a second.
Basically a glass jar, I think. Like I'm seeing a glass bottle is... Oh, it doesn't say the price. I'll look at it in the book.
If you're able to purchase a glass bottle, you are also able to purchase a glass jar.
Yep. Bottle glass 2G2.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I ask a GM a question?
Go right ahead, please.
I can't remember what we said about the Discord Tavern channel. Is that canon?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, it is, but we're not going to be doing any kind of role play that's going to affect our character's level, materials, equipment, or other stats.
No, that's fine. It's just because, like, this is Rogar's first session with us in the game, but in the tavern, my character has spoken to him.
Yeah, you guys have seen him around the tavern a few times.
Yeah, that's fine then.
The overly polite Dragonborn.
Okay, so you go ahead and you purchase a jar. You kind of carefully pour the contents with the tooth and the flowers into the jar and kind of cap that. And it seems really secure now. You can carry it in your hand quite.
Yep, that's the idea. Thanks. And then go to the wizard.
Okay, actually, Brother Filbert, he looks up, when you walk through the door, he looks up, the bell rings, you know, and he takes a look at you, and he says, oh, hello, young man, I've been expecting...
You cut off, I think.
He says, hello, young man, I've been expecting you.
I think you're making a mistake.
I don't believe that there is any mistake. You are a member of the Dragon Force 5 adventuring party, are you not?
Dragon Force what? No. Nah,
Yes, you are.
no.
So, are you saying that you weren't with the group who retrieved the dragon egg and helped Brother Keith at the cemetery with those draconic remains?
Ah, that guy. Yes, I was at the cemetery.
Yes, the locals have taken to calling your group the Dragon Force 5, although I see that there are actually not always 5 of you there, strangely.
I facepalm at that, and I hope to all the gods that name does not stick. Sound like a group of, I don't know, superhero storytellers. No, never mind.
So, Brother Filbert says, so I understand you have a magic item you'd like me to...
Yes. It's a dragon's tooth that zaps you if you try to touch it, and if I release it, it's gonna start zapping people that were in the twinking forest. I forgot the name.
Oh, you must be referring to the Quivering Forest.
Yes, quivering. Yeah, I was close.
Okay. So Brother Filbert says, yes, it is it's a blue dragon's tooth. I actually know all about it. I heard the story from 2 nice old ladies who came in yesterday. They said they had just seen a bunch of people getting electrocuted across. They were the ones who told me about the Dragon Force 5.
Oh dear gods. I'm gonna murder him. Okay, think of that with a grain of salt. Yes, there was zapping of people with lightning. Yes, it was the fault, I think, of the dragon tooth that was released from its container, and now it's in another container, hopefully safe. And I need to actually know what the magic does, not what the gossiping woman of the town have told you. So I produced the bottle with it. Can you help with this? But please do not touch it.
He says, may I the jar?
You're breaking up.
Oh, if you would allow him to actually hold the jar.
You can hold the container, you do not touch the tooth because it's gonna zap you. You know.
Okay, so he carefully steps the container. He looks at the leather work that is wrapped around it, and he says, "Yep, it's an enchanted blue dragons. All right."
Give me a second. It's either my internet or you're roboting, turning into a robot. Give me a second. Okay, talk now.
He says, "This is definitely an enchanted blue dragon's tooth." He says, "If someone were to be in possession of this tooth for more than a full day, they would probably likely become more susceptible to lightning attack."
Oh.
He also says, "If it's not too much trouble, I'd be very interested in studying this piece. Do you think that you might be able to leave it behind for a day or?"
Okay, first off, I've had it for a day, and then so I'm gonna be easily zapped. I need to know that. Second, I want to see if he's trying to screw me over and take this magical item off my hands. So I'll roll insight.
Yeah, please roll an insight check.
Fuck.
To you, it seems like you can't tell whether he's telling the truth or not. I mean, you approached him; he is doing you a favor, so I don't know. You can err on the side of caution, or you can follow your.
Is it okay if I stay with you? I'm kind of dabbling with the arcane. Maybe I'll learn something from you. Trust me, I'm not a wizard. Whatever you teach me, it's gonna be useful.
He says, training in the arcane is one of my fortes. However, our laboratory in the back is full of dangerous materials and incantations and other spells that are contained within various artifacts of many different types, and the danger to outsiders is rather great, and we prefer not to allow anyone into our laboratories. But if you could leave the jar with the tooth behind for a day or two, I will gladly report back to you when I know a little bit more.
Okay, I'm just gonna say I can survive stuff and I can take care of myself, but Jesus, I would just like to see what you're gonna do with it. But sure, whatever, take it. I don't want to get zapped by that.
Okay, so as you actually let your hand off of the jar and let him take it completely away from you, your hair actually relaxes, and you notice that that Brother Filbert's hair kind of starts to like stand up on end a little bit.
Is it? Oh, that's what it was. Do not get hit by electricity. It's gonna be painful, I think.
Okay, so Brother Filbert takes the jar. His hair's kind of sticking out a little bit. He walks back into the laboratory, and then, rather mindlessly, he closes the door behind.
At that moment, I will address the air and just say, okay, if you're gonna be of any help to me, yeah, and this is happening, stay and take a look at what's happening here. If something does happen, come back. I'm gonna leave my invisible familiar currently in the shop.
Okay, your familiar is not invisible, but is actually in a different dimension, and so cannot see or hear what's going on. Where
it is actually. I have an imp familiar, which one of its features is invisibility. The imp magically turns invisible until it attacks. or until it's
That is
completed.
incredible. That's incredible, and I'm going to go ahead and allow it right now. That's the ruling.
Imp is one of the most broken familiars they could ever, and so it's one of the most useful ones.
Yeah,
So-
I love that. Go ahead. You can leave him behind, no problem.
For now, and if she finds or hears something strange, the familiar is gonna fly back to me. And I can dismiss it at any point and reappear it by my side, so that's gonna be fun as well.
Okay, so you will be more than 100 feet from your familiar, so you won't be able to see or hear what it is seeing or hearing, but it can come back to you and report to you at any time.
Yep, that's the idea.
Very good. Let's get back to the tavern now, and it is now, it's evening time, and it's starting to be dinner time. Some customers are starting to file into Madame Friona's tea kettle. Dinner is usually the busiest time of the day here, although breakfast is popular on the weekdays before most people start working.
Just finishing shopping, buying 2 potions of healing with the 2 tourmaline gems that I have, that are worth 50 each. So,
Yeah, that's a fair trade, yep.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting maybe a hunting trap, which is 5 GP at £25. I was also thinking of, just for fun, getting a signal whistle, which says it's 5 CP. I don't know what the C stands for.
Everything is not costing less than 1 GP, so just call the signal whistle 1 GP.
Oh, okay. So, okay, we type that. Signal whistle 1 GP. Okay, and then I was thinking of also maybe getting a lantern that's hooded, which is 5 GP, £2.
Hooded lantern is a good purchase for somebody who can't see in the dark.
I was thinking that.
I mean, you have the light blades that I cast on you.
That's true, but you know, if you need to do it to somebody else or something, you know, at least I can have the option.
Not only that, but you got to remember that there's more than 5 in the Dragon Force 5. So somebody else might not be there. Somebody else might need the spell more. There's a lot of things that can.
Yeah, that, and I think we have 2 Dragonborns now, and if Fang shows up, he's gonna be the 3rd one. And you do not see in the dark!
I think he's
And
making a
Rogar's
crash.
never been on an adventure, so he's just sat at the bar with a mead, just watching the world go by.
All right. As the dinner customers start to file in, you think back about your adventures over the past few days, and you remember that when you first came to Flan, you were told that Madame Friona's tea kettle was the place where adventurers could find work and avoid many hassles associated with other places. So far, that has proven true, for the most part. Madame Friona, a stout and officious halfling who runs the establishment with her 5 daughters, is working busily behind the bar, and her 5 daughters are, serving meals to the many. As the sun finally sets in the west, you settle down for one last beverage. Whitley, one of Friona's daughters, sees to the late-night crowd. Her startlingly white hair is pulled back in a tight braid. She expertly juggles pots of tea, tankards of ale, flagons of wine, and other assorted mugs, cups, and dishes. The door to the tea kettle opens, revealing a worried-looking, tiny gnome with a pointy red hat. He wears patchwork clothing, and he wrings his floppy hat nervously in his calloused hands. He peers around the room, and his eyes set upon your group immediately. He quickly walks towards you, ignoring the stares and jeers from some of the other patrons. Are you adventurers? My little girl's in terrible trouble. You guys are the Dragon Force 5, right? Will you hear my story? I can pay.
Oh dear God, it's gonna...
I'm sorry, Dragon Force 5?
It's amazing, I love it.
Oh God.
Yeah,
everybody in town is talking about the amazing Dragon Force 5.
So you mentioned your daughter's in trouble. How much are you willing to offer for us to hear your story?
Really? Are we really doing that?
He says, hold on a second, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, hold on. He says,
my daughter's been captured. I need help retrieving her. If you can give me information on where she is held, I can offer you 50 gold pieces. If you're able to release her, I'm also willing to throw in a fine magnifying glass.
Okay, but I want to know. All right, so you'll give us 50 gold coins for finding information about her, but how much are you willing to offer up front?
Oh dear. Really? Okay, at least we're gonna run this popularity into the ground fast, so they're gonna forget about us. Go with it.
listen, I don't know what to do. I never expected anybody ask for a payment up front. Okay, here's what he says. He says,
I'll tell you what, you listen to my story. I'll pay you half of the gold, and if you can get the information, I'll pay the...
All right, I'll listen.
Wonderful.
Rongar signals to a maid to bring over him a beer.
what a nice guy. The gnome says,
Oh, thank you very much.
and grabs the beer and starts drinking it.
My pleasure,
says,
my little friend.
He says,
My name is Rillo Leadstopper. My daughter is named Velona. After Velona's mother died, she became wild and inconsolable. She's been getting in trouble with the law ever since. Most of the crimes that she committed were minor offenses and earned her only small fines or a few days in jail. However, recently, her previous bad acts have made her a usual suspect for the Blackguards. Last night, while Velona was visiting her father's home, that's me, the guards arrested her. They gave no indication of the charges. Now, in the past, when she'd been arrested, she was held in Castle Vallevo, and the next day, I would go and pay for her release. But this time, when I went to Stajanov Gate to inquire about her, I was told that she was not in the castle jail. I tried to find out about her whereabouts by bribing the guards and calling in some favors, but no one seems to know where she is.
Have you seen these guys? Because those are not guards. It's either corrupt guards or it's somebody pretending to be guards that took your daughter, because no other thing would be logical. Did you see that?
okay, he says,
Oh, it's funny you should mention that. In a panic, I actually went into the Red Curtain district in town. There I found a cut purse who spoke of a secret prison that a small group of Blackfist guards used covertly to torture and murder prisoners without the leaders finding out. I heard a rumor she was taken there because Velona stole something valuable from one of those guards.
So it's a prison break. A secret prison break. Oh, this is gonna be just dandy. Okay, do you at least even know where this secret prison is?
he says,
The cut purse, he actually told me of the existence of a secret tunnel to the north. I've heard the prison is located in the ruins of the Lyceum of the Black Lord. Although the Lyceum has been converted into a makeshift shelter for displaced and injured people, the guards have found and taken up secret residence in some chambers beneath it. There is an entrance to the place from the caves on the shore of the river Stajanov.
I turned to the other two. Did you guys get that? I think he was talking too fast.
Just a little bit.
At the mention of the word
voice
river,
above, yes.
I start to shake.
Basically, he says that there's a secret prison. An entrance has been dug out from the shore of the River Stajinov to the underground secret prison. And he knows where the cave entrance is at.
Okay. Are you willing to take us to the cave entrance? I say to the worried gnome.
He says, I've scouted the area, but I was afraid to go in by myself. That's why I came to look for the Dragon Force 5.
Okay, well, myself, I am very happy to go with you for you to show me so that I can help you find your daughter. I already like the sound of Felona with her wild personality. She reminds me of myself when I was younger.
She reminds me of myself when I was an idiot.
I look at Avros with a glare.
What?
I stare at Avros with a glare, as if he's trying to insinuate something about me, that I'm an idiot.
What? Did you? No. Oh, Jesus, woman. Never mind. Let's find this entrance and go save, do a piece of prison break.
Okay, so Missy, the gnome, he actually reaches into his pocket. He pulls out 25 gold pieces and hands them to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Rilo.
He looks at you and he says,
Well, you're obviously the party leader, so who's coming with it?
So who's coming with me, people?
Well, I've been stuck in this tavern for far too many days for my liking. Be nice to get out.
time for a good old-fashioned prison break, you guys.
Grumble, grumble.
Yep. At least I was prepared for this time. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so the gnome, he leads you northward towards the Stajinov River. When you reach the river, he turns towards the east and heads a short distance along the bank. And there you see the entrance to a cave, which I'm going to put on the map right. The entrance of the cave faces to the cave is leading to the south, directly under the town of Flan. I'm gonna go ahead and ping the map where you guys are approaching the cave entrance, and we can continue from there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna, as we approach that place, I'm gonna, slow down a bit, walk behind the party, let them lead for now, and I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna desummon the familiar and resummon it where I am.
All right.
So, and when she arrives, we're gonna... First, I'm gonna ask her if anything happened. Well,
Okay. When you ask her what happened, she says, I don't know how they speak, but she kind of informs you that she didn't really hear anything or see anything strange at all. It seemed like he must either be really busy in the laboratory or asleep.
okay. In any case, I'm gonna need your help. So, stay out of sight, and I'll direct you where you need to go.
All right, that sounds good. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to uncover a bit of the map now, and then I will start narrating you in.
Thank you, voice from above.
The gnome leads you to a hand-dug tunnel by the riverbank of the River Stajnov. The tunnel entrance leads to the south, and it's got dirt walls, a dirt floor. There's a little stream trickling out of the center, just because there's so much water, nearby in the river. It's kind of wet at the bottom. And you guys walk about maybe 80, 100 feet, and you come up to a large wooden door, which you can see is that little gray block at the end of the tunnel there. And that's where you guys are standing now. And you see a large wooden door.
Okay, can I just have a quick look around to see if there's any traps by the door? See if there's anything, that's going to stop us entering or try and trap us before we even get to the door?
That's a good idea. If they have a door, they might have this area trapped or on the lookout.
I want you to roll an investigation check on the door and the door jam, please.
Okay, investigation check. Okay.
Just her, or do I do as well?
Why don't you check the tunnel floor approaching and look for any tripwires, and also look above for any traps that might fall down from above. Go ahead and give an investigation.
Okay, I got an 18.
Okay, so you look carefully around the edge of the door. You look at the doors themselves. You look at the seam between the two doors. You don't see any kind of wires or attachments or levers like that. No buttons or anything like that. It seems like it's pretty much just a heavy wooden door that would be hard to break.
Okay, and can I see if there's like a lock, or because I'm assuming it would probably have a lock to it.
Just 1 second, please. Aravos, can you go ahead and check the approach for trap?
Okay. Investigation. Is shit.
Okay, so you look around, and you kind of notice that like this tunnel is really
Is really?
It's very muddy.
Oh. Yeah, I don't see anything. So I'm just gonna lean at this side, the outside of the tunnel, and transfer my sight to my familiar for now.
And I am gonna very gingerly make my way around that stream and over the water and join Abraxia up by the door.
Okay, guys, go ahead and approach the door. Approach the door, please.
Okay.
As you approach the door, nothing happens. At a quick glance, it just looks like a big, heavy wooden door.
Okay. Can I put my ear against it? I mean, I'm guessing it's very thick and I probably can't hear anything, but can I give it a try?
I want you to go ahead and stick your ear right up against that door, right where the crack is between the two doors. Okay? And give a listen.
Okay, and what check do I do?
Perception?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Eight.
So you kind of hear something, but you really can't tell what it is. It might be just a noise, or it might be someone talking, or it might be, you can't really tell. It just seems like a quiet noise.
Okay. All right.
I try the door handle.
Wait, I hold on to Rogar and I say, just wait a second. Shall we sort of decide how we're going to enter this door? Because we don't know how much light there's going to be, so maybe someone with dark vision would be good to go first. I turn to Rillo and I say, are you wanting to come inside with us to find your daughter, or do you want to be outside as a lookout?
Oh, you guys
left him behind at the entrance.
Oh, okay, okay. So he's not with us anymore. Okay.
He's not a halfling. He's not going in a tunnel in the ground.
All right. I think Abraxia just thinks about Rillo and hope that while he's waiting for us, he's okay. So guys, how are we going to do this? What sort of formation are we going to go in through this door as?
I
just want to go ahead real quickly and.
Breaking up again? Or is it my internet again?
No, I think he's just checking something.
Okay, I might be...
But then he is pulled back by Abraxia. I'm sorry, did you guys catch that?
Nope.
Did you say that I pulled Rogar back? Oh, you're breaking up a bit again.
Door handle. What?
Door handle? Sorry?
Okay, so he reached up to touch the door handle.
Mm-hmm.
He touched it with his hand.
Oh yeah, he's turning into a robot and can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Try reconnecting.
Yeah, Nate, try reconnecting, honey.
Can the people hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
There
you.
we go.
Okay, so Rogar reaches up for the door handle. You see him reaching up for the door handle, and you reach up to pull him back. Just at that moment, he actually managed to get his hand onto the door handle, and as you pulled him back, the door handle did move as if the door was unlocked, but nothing further happens.
Oh, okay. Well, this is either too easy or someone forgot to lock the door, guys.
I hush you over to go back towards me. And then with a whisper, I'm gonna enchant, give you light to your sword if you want to go inside just in case.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do that.
Light sword.
And I'm gonna stay here for now. But I'm gonna be, at the same time, going to be able to scout ahead if the door is just at least slightly open, so I can squeeze in.
So I'm gonna go first.
Either that or just open it enough so I can squeeze in.
Okay.
Just a tiny bit. You don't need a lot. Just tiny bit.
Okay. So Abraxia walks up to the door, and Abraxia slowly and carefully opens it enough for Averos to squeeze in if needed.
And I'm gonna switch off my normal sight and switch it over to my familiar, and gonna start sending her inside to scout.
Okay, I love that idea. The door is slightly ajar. I took it away, but don't worry, the door is still there. It's slightly ajar. I'm going to go ahead and reveal what your imp can see. Is your imp visible or clear at this time?
Invisible.
Thank you.
She can see in darkness, like dark vision, even magical one, and yeah, that's all we need for now. And she's flying, so yeah.
As you use your second vision through your imp, she looks around the room and she sees eight cells, 8 cages, small cages, like too small for a person really. They're only 5 by 5 by 5, so a tall person can't even stand up. And there are 5 prisoners in these 8 cages. There is a heavy wooden door to the south. There is a heavy wooden door to the east. And there is a tunnel leading to the north about 80 or 100 feet that spills out onto the Stajinov River.
That's the one that we've just come through.
So how many people are in the cages?
5.
There are 5 prisoners, 4 in the north cages and only 1 in the lower row of cages. The 5th prisoner is in the far right lower cage.
Okay. Can we see, Abraxas is going to move in. Can we see what type of prisoners these are? Are these goblins, or, because the cages are small?
When the prisoners see you step into the room, they all start screaming, "Please, please, let us out! We've been here for days with no food and water!" They're screaming and crying, and the prisoner at the south part of the room, he kind of stares and looks sort of very interested in seeing what you're doing.
Okay. I tell everyone, shh, be quiet.
Okay, are you trying to shush these people, like, in a persuasive way or an intimidating way?
More in intimidation, because I want them to be quiet, because there could be bad guys around, and I don't want their screams to bring someone to notice that there are new people entering this place.
Okay, that is fine. Please go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
22.
Jesus.
They are now being quiet, but they're reaching out with their hands, trying to just reach for, I mean, not even anything. They're just reaching out, like, you know, reaching for food, reaching for anything you can do. They're pretty happy to just see somebody who's not the Black Guards.
Okay. So, is it here where there's the person who's looking at us interestingly? Or can you ping where he is?
Bottom right corner, I think.
There. Okay, so Abraxas is going to go right there, and she's going to talk to the person. Who does she see?
This person is a male human. He looks to be about 36 years old. He's got a long, scraggly beard and hair. It looks like he might have been locked up in this cage for quite a long time. He's also obviously malnourished badly, very skinny. His teeth are kind of rotting out. And as you approach, he kind of cowers into the corner and begins muttering to himself.
Okay. It could be a bit on the crazy side. All right. So I go up to this man and I go...
why don't you please go ahead and roll an insight check.
Okay. Seven.
Okay, you kind of look at this guy, and he seems kind of off to you. He seems a little weird.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still going to try and talk to him. I'm going to say, "Sir, I see how you are. I'm very sorry for your experience here. This is terrible. This is awful. Can you tell us who captured you and how long you've been here? Can I also open the cage to let him out after I've spoken to him?"
Okay, I would like you to first roll a. Give me a persuasion check to see if you can get this guy to speak.
Okay, persuasion. 6.
Okay, he actually tries to hide his face from you with his hands, and he stays in the corner. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check to see if you can kind of wrench the lock free. I mean, you're pretty.
Okay. My dexterity, is that in the saving throw section?
Yeah, I want you to give me a dexterity check off of your attribute.
Off of my skills. Okay. So would that be like, which one's my dex? Would that be acrobatics or?
I want you to click the box on the left side of your character sheet that says dexterity.
Oh, okay, just my normal dex. Okay, sorry. Here we go. 6.
Okay, with that roll, you are unable to free the lock, not because it's especially strong, but because the knot tied there is too difficult for you to untie.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to get you out at the moment, but hold steady, sir, and we'll try and get you out. I turn to Rogar and I say, hey Rogar, try talking to another person, see if they can tell us something and see if you can get them out.
I see what's happening through my familiar, and I'm just gonna move her slightly away while I walk in quietly, and I'm just gonna go and just tap Abraxia on the shoulder and try to get her to move while I pull out my thieves' tools and try to jimmy the lock.
Okay. Move away.
I'm sorry, where are you trying to do the lock?
I mean, I saw what Abraxia was doing and trying to release this guy, so I'm just gonna go and try to use thieves' tools to unlock his cell.
Alright, please roll a dexterity check with advantage.
Thieves' tools, basically?
Yeah, I'm giving advantage for the thieves' tool, so give me a double dex. A dexterity check with advantage.
Okay.
Alright, so with your thieves' tools, you deftly pop open the lock, and the prisoner leaps at you and grabs you by the throat, knocking you prone, and everybody roll in.
Initiative.
Does he do... Okay, important thing. Does he do any damage to me?
He can't to you until...
You're going robot again, honey. So you would like us to roll initiative?
The deranged prisoner is unable to damage you until it is his turn, so we all need to roll initiative.
Okay. 5.1 for me.
$12.1. Nice.
And Avrov's got 15. Oh, he rolled
I
dexterity.
got a
Okay.
6.
6.16. Okay. Sorry.
He's trying to talk. We can't.
Can you guys hear me at all?
I can hear
No.
you now, yeah, that was fine. Kitties, stop it.
So, how many people are playing right now?
3.
I'm seeing. Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's a familiar.
Yeah, I just figured that out, like, right now. Okay, so, let me roll initiative. This maniac. Okay, I have the initiative order all settled, and actually, believe it or not, first to act is the maniac.
Yeah, I guessed.
So, Aravos, the maniac, he jumps to you, he grabs onto you, he tries to grapple you. Please roll a strength saving.
Can I? Well, athletics is the same, so. Sorry, it was advantage. It shouldn't be. It was. I'll reroll just. Nothing better.
Can I just say to everyone, I don't have the chat of the Roll20 up, so when you roll something, can you please just say the number and the damage number?
99!
Liar.
No, literally, I rolled a 99.
You rolled a 99?
Okay, so with that strength check, he is unable to restrain you, and you manage to push him aside. He falls back into the...
Really? That's so much check? Jeez, okay.
He failed his grapple.
He failed his grapple, but he can't be standing in the same square as a player character, and he was the attacker, so he's pushed back one square back into the cage where...
Excellent.
Okay, yeah, it's not my turn, so...
Next to act is Rogar.
Well, I'd like to say perhaps opening a random cell door wasn't such a good idea. Can I move into the cell and use my shield to pin the crazy guy down?
You can't land on a square that is already occupied, so you not only would not be able to get in the cage because there's someone there, but also not on the square in front of the cage because there's someone there.
Can he push me? Like, pull me back and take my place?
But then wouldn't that initiate the man to attack you or something?
Yeah.
Listen. If Aravos were pushed to the side one square, he would not get an attack of opportunity because that is still within touch range. However, that would waste Rogar's act. The only things he would be able left to do after that would be either a bonus action if he were to have any, or to interact with some objects in the world.
Aravos is prone on the ground right now, right?
That's correct. He has fallen down. Well, actually, with the strength check, he was able to stand back up and push the maniac off.
Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move here, and I want to hold my action until the crazy guy gets close enough for me to grab him, if that happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away and you can try and grab him when he starts running towards you or somebody.
Next to act is Aravos. Which one?
Aravos.
Arrowhawk is next to act.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a disengage action and pull away. Which is 5 and 20.
All right. Anything else?
Well, that was my action. Bonus action. Currently, I have nothing of use. So that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Last to act in this first combat round is Abraxia.
Okay, so Abraxia is, so the man is where? Here? There, he's still in the cage. Okay, so Abraxia kind of feels like this man just needs to be put out of his misery. She would like to move here, and can she possibly attack him with her longsword while he's inside the cage? Is that possible to attack while he's in there?
You can attack with your sword. You can. Have you used?
Have I used what?
Have you used up all of your movement?
No, I was originally here.
Okay, so what you can do right now is you can make an attack. You can interact with an object as a free action. You can move 20 feet in any direction, and you can speak as a free.
Alright, I'm gonna use a free action to speak to him, and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry for the pain you've caused. I would like to end your pain. And then I, with mercy, use my longsword. God, I rolled a 7.
Yeah, you're being merciful, not hitting.
Oh, okay, so this guy is a starving commoner. You do manage to actually hit him.
I do
with
hit
that,
him.
With that.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for damage. And I rolled a 13.
Yeah, you have pretty much gutted him. He's dead. He's laying there dead.
I turn to my comrades and I say, this was the best thing for him. He's been here for years, guys.
So, the other prisoners, they see you open up the cage, get into a fight with a prisoner, and then kill him, and they start screaming for the guard.
Oh, shit.
Sure, scary dragon lady, yeah, that definitely worked. Now, let's pull back
I'm
into
really
the
surprised, now that it's already happened, I can go ahead and say, I'm surprised none of you guys thought of the idea of just closing the cage and tying it shut again, since I mentioned it, like, 3 times.
Yeah, I kind of
But
wanted
he'd
to
still
fuck
be in a
off.
shitty position.
Guys, pull back into the tunnel. Fast.
I agree.
Okay, so as you guys are moving back towards the tunnel, the wooden door to the south swings open.
Can I ready an
And,
action while I was moving to attack anything that's dangerous to us?
Once that guy has died, you guys are out of combat and
Okay.
your initiative order has ended.
Yeah, but I'm gonna still ready my action for anything that, because the people are screaming, so somebody's gonna come.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my longsword.
Oh, right, okay. So you're saying, in that sense, then, you would kind of have a surprise round on the guards that arrive because the prisoners alerted you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and totally allow that.
Cool. I'm readying my sword as well.
So you're saying the south? This one?
That door swings open. Inside you can see a little...
I can see what?
You can see just a bit of the way into the room,
Okay.
and you see what looks like 2 bunk beds with 2 bunks each. And you also see some people shuffling back and forth across the room. I'm going to go ahead and add the guards right now.
Okay.
Okay, so since the door is open, you also can hear the sounds of people kind of clamoring to put on their.
Clamoring is all I got up to.
Yeah.
They're clamoring to get into their armor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you can run in and attack them while they're still dressing up.
Yes, I am going to do that actually.
Oh, Jesus. If any of them pass by, like, the little area that you showed, and I see the guards, I can try and shoot them, because I still have range.
Okay, just one moment. I was just placing the actual guards onto the map.
Okay.
Everybody, please go ahead and roll initiative at this.
Okay. I rolled 17.1.
I rolled the same.
Oh,
Yeah, last time it
Natural
was
one.
1. This time it's 2 5. No, not 5s. 2 3s. Yeah.
I do not want to be in this fight.
Yep.
I just want to get this really clear before we continue. You guys said that you have readied actions that if you see a guard, you are going to fire, right?
I have my long
I did.
sword, yeah.
I have,
Ready your longsword. Okay.
I have a hammer. I mean, that's.
I have Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting their dice and stuff together.
No problem, hon.
The thing is, if they're actually dressing into any heavy armor, it's gonna take like 10 minutes.
Depends how practiced
Yeah,
they are.
they know that. That's why they're trying to. First to act this round is Abraxia.
Okay. So can I see the guards now?
You can hear them rustling around in that room. It sounds like they're kind of shouting at each other and bumping into each other like idiots, trying to put their armor on without having been paying attention to what they were supposed to. Maybe they were sleeping or drinking or playing cards. It's really hard to tell. You can only see a small sliver of the actual room.
Okay. I only get up to there. I think maybe it's best if I go here. So I'm just gonna move, I think. There.
Okay, hold on just 1 second. Okay, so that is how much of the room you can reveal by moving to that corner.
Okay.
You see an arm.
Yeah, it's not worth me changing to my longbow to shoot an arm. So I'm going to leave my action there.
Alright, so that was your first turn. Your prepared action from your last turn has been used up. Do you wish to use an action or prepare an action for the next round?
Yes, I'm going to keep my longsword prepared.
Alright, that is fine. Next to act is going to be one of the guards. Alright, so the first guard to act is going to do this. Okay, so he heard you approaching the door. He dropped his armor. He ran out the door and did not expect you to be standing right there. So go ahead and use your prepared action.
Do I get advantage because of me being prepared?
Then him not expecting?
No, he is caught by surprise that you're standing right there, so I will let you have advantage on that basis.
Okay, thank you. So my longsword. 19.
That is definitely a hit.
And damage is 10.
Wow, okay. He looks really.
Okay, and now my action switches on.
Sorry, did you say he looked scared or he was injured?
He looks really sad.
Really sad.
If I had to put a point on it, I would say on a scale of 1 to 11, he looks about like maybe a 1.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay, I will cock an eldritch arrow into my short bow and fire off into him.
Okay, it's not your turn yet.
No, I had a ready action.
Oh, you have a ready to action as well. Okay.
Yeah. And I have range, so... is it advantage for me as well?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. 2 1s. Oh no, it hits. Wow, jeez. Okay, at least it's forced.
Okay, so that guard basically falls dead right on the spot where he came out the door, and he is out of.
Awesome.
Next to act is another of the blackguards. Okay, so on the way out the door, this fella actually saw the dead body lying there, and he can only move as far as the dead body because that's difficult terrain to walk across. So he runs out of movement right there, and he's looking to attack this dragonborn right next to him. What is that hissing noise? Do we have a rattlesnake in chat or something?
No, it's it's Rogar with his vape.
Yep. And
Okay.
you should get at least like a half cover because she's there.
No, because I'm just in the corner. So really, I'm more pinned, aren't I? And I probably won't get advantage in the future. So
You're in a position where you could be cornered, but you are not cornered.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good to know. So I brace myself as I see this guard coming at me.
So this blackguard, he barely had time to pick up his sword. He's going to take a swing at you with his...
With his?
With his wang. No, with his sword. with his sword.
I am disappointed.
Okay, I'm just getting the attack dice together.
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's a hit.
Sorry, let me just see. So 22. Yeah, that's a hit. My AC is, I think, 17. Yeah, 17.
Ooh, 17 is pretty good though.
It is, yeah. That splint armor gives me +1, so that's helpful.
So you take 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Next to act is another of the Blackguard.
I think you need
he is going
this position and another position.
I'm sorry, what?
I think you need to move guards so we can see them where they're standing.
There are currently 2 guards in the square to the right of Abraxia. One of them is dead, the other one is standing over his body.
Oh, okay. I thought he was attacking from this square.
No.
He only stopped running right there because he ran out of movement right there. He was going to run up towards Rogar, but ran out of movement. Okay, another guard springs into action. He did manage to get on his Greaves own. He runs out towards the door. He can't go any farther because there's a friendly unit and a dead body standing in front of him, so he pretty much cannot make it any farther. He is going to swing his sword at Abraxia.
So I'm there to take the hits, babe. I'm ready. Okay. Bring it on. Hit.
These blackguards know their swordsmanship. That's
Alright.
2 piercing damage.
Okay.
Now there's another guard. He takes his action. He moves forward to attack, but yeah, he's also stuck in. None of them has the movement speed to make it past there.
They're just piling in.
They're pretty much, yeah, they're piling up at the door because you managed to kill that guy right at the doorway. Now they can't get it.
I did something right.
Well, okay, if 2 bodies make it difficult, or if 1 body makes it difficult to rain, will 2 bodies make it impossible to pass?
It's there's only 1 dead body there.
It's soon gonna be more. Don't worry about it.
No, actually, it will continue to be difficult terrain to move across no matter how many bodies pile up on the same square. The reason the guards couldn't get past there is not because it's impassable, but because they don't have the movement speed to cross the impossible terrain. And
to cross the difficult terrain and make it to the square past.
Yeah, I know. We were just like trying to make it funny.
Okay.
Like nobody's seen gamers do hide behind the body, behind the pile of dead bards.
My rogue goblin that I used to play, that was one of his favorite moves. He would crawl under a pile of dead bodies of humans and just hide there and wait for the enemies to leave and then come back. Alright, so next to act is Aravos. You are facing at 3 enemies, basically standing in a straight line, one of them straddling a dead body.
The one in front of Abraxia, I'm gonna hex, and then I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, let's see some attack rolls, please.
Yep. Again, not advantage. Jesus, I forgot to turn this off. Wait, why is it bugging out? Okay. 8 points of damage.
Okay, that's a solid hit, and yeah, you were absolutely right. There are now 2 bodies lying in the square right next to Abraxi. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm at a good distance, so I'll just stay there and just I released one of the Elder Shadows and hit it at the same place the previous guy, and he just slumps all over him. And just it's
okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. Your familiar is acting on your turn at the start of your turn. So if you use your action before you use your familiar's action, your familiar cannot act.
Yeah, that's okay. She's just standing there invisibly and away from combat.
That's perfect. Rogar, I want you to go ahead and take your turn, please.
Wow.
Rush up and back up!
Alright. Well, they're in a really straight line, and if we're going to do this, I'm going to, first of all, beg Bahamut to forgive me. I want to just, there. Can I stand over the dead bodies?
Yeah, you can move it, even with difficult terrain.
You can land on difficult terrain. In other words, you can stand over the bodies. What you can't do is pass through living enemies or land in the square where other living creatures already exist.
Okay, because considering they're in a nice straight line, I kind of want to stand over there, and I want to learn how to do this anyway, and just fire breath into the room.
I knew it.
I love that idea. I want you to do that right now.
And begging for Bahamut's forgiveness while I do it. So yeah, I don't know how to do this. What do I need to roll? Oh, it's a dex save for the enemies in a 15-second
It's a dexterity saving throw for the 2 enemies. I want you to go ahead and roll the damage on your fire breath at this time, which is what?
2d6.
Is it 2d6?
Okay, it's 2d6 damage. All right, go ahead and roll that.
For every breath weapon is 2d6. I think it increases in level, but like at 5th level or something like that. Oh, they fail. At least one fails.
Okay, so what is the AC on that saving throw?
This is proficiency plus your constitution modifier, if I'm not mistaken. So it should be basically 10 plus your constitution modifier.
Is it 10 plus 2, is it?
Is your constitution
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so the black guard directly in front of you,
He takes a blast of the dragon fire breath. He takes 7 damage. The fellow behind him, he also is caught unawares, but some of the fire is actually blocked by the fellow standing directly in front of him. So he takes half the damage at 3.
That's pretty much my turn, I think.
Okay, next to act is Abraxia.
Okay, just before my turn, I hope you guys don't mind. One of my viewers, it's their birthday today. Do you mind if I just wish them a happy birthday?
Oh, happy birthday! Happy
So
birthday.
yeah, so I had this
Happy
ready
birthday,
actually
King
for them.
Plexiglass.
So it's King Plexiglass, and I'm gonna embarrass them. 1 second.
Yeah, happy roll up.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear King Plexiglass. Happy birthday to you. Have a great day, honey. All right, I'm ready to get back.
That was absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Would you guys be opposed to, before we continue, just take a real quick 5-minute break? I gotta use the bathrooms.
Yeah, sure, that's absolutely
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, that's good. I did notice, just before we do that, I only used like 20 feet of my movement. Can I move out of the doorway after doing that?
You can move to the side, but if you move anywhere else, you're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to move to the side of the door. If that just there.
Yeah, you can do that in the future. Wait, is that still your turn? Yeah, in the future, remember to do that before the end of your turn. And everybody, you've been really good about this, but do remember that when you're done taking your actions, you do mention that you're done with your turn, so I know to continue.
Alright, yep, no worries.
Okay, I'm literally gonna take like a 3-minute break. I just need something to drink. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
No problem. I will just jump to the be right back screen. But
Yeah,
I'll
me
leave
as well.
Discord up.
You leave what up?
I've just put my be right back screen on. I can't believe King Plexiglass went for cake while I sang. Oh shit. I don't know, what do you think, Susan Kitty? Should I do it
Pluto in my
again?
chat expects the same thing on his birthday, but I'm afraid he's going to be sorely disappointed.
Well, some of my viewers have had birthdays, and I started to realise I want to do something a bit funny and a bit sweet for them. So I found an 8-bit happy birthday tune and added it to my command. Susan Kitty says, one more time. All right, I will. I'll do it when he gets back. He needs to hurry though. I'm so happy I've done the sounds for my friends. I really love it. Just add something nice.
Shame.
Hey, it's not me that needs to be shamed this time. I didn't murder a prisoner.
Oh, come on. Like, he would seriously be in real bad trouble. Like, this is fantasy world. I'm pretty sure their psychiatric hospitals, if they even exist, are really bad. We did him a favor.
Jesus.
That could have been the critical information given NPC.
Really? After he attacked Averos?
Yeah, I managed to push him off.
He didn't know who we were.
I just told him, don't worry, we're here to help you. And he just hid away from me. Come on, King, get your ass back into chat. King.
Didn't murder anyone yet, but you are vaping at a time when vapes don't exist. I'm getting into character. I mean, I can't breathe fire, so I have to generate it artificially.
I have to create a dragon command. That'd be cool, actually. See if I can add it to my sound alerts. Actually, I might do that actually while we're waiting. Ah! No, my vape. I might do that actually while I wait for Miniax and King to return, because I've got to redo the song for him when he gets back. I have to. Alright, so...
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Your Dungeon Master is back in the building, and whenever everyone's ready to continue, I will be too.
Alright, just give me 1 sec, honey. I just want to do something real quick. Yeah, we were just talking about, you know, the fact that, you know, this poor prisoner would have been better off dead than in a fantasy psychiatric hospital if it existed. Sousa Kitty, should I just go clip it for him? Yeah, Sousa, could you clip it, honey? That would be really helpful. That'd be great, sweetheart. Alright, and I just need to go here.
I think I need to figure out my mic situation as well. I think I'm using my webcam mic, and they're really, really good mics. A little bit too good.
Alright, here we go. So I want to find dragon. Maybe.
Actually.
I can't find it. Alright, I'll look for it later. Not a problem. That's just a pity. Alright, so I'm going to jump back to the screen and just say welcome back, everybody. This is Boarderline Streamers presenting Dungeons & Dragons Adventure League Online. So I believe it is my turn.
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm...
Abraxia, you are the first to act in this round of combat since you have killed everybody who had better initiative than you did, and it's your turn to act right now.
Okay, so this space is empty, yeah? Just dead body.
There is currently a pile of 2 dead bodies in that square.
Good. Alright, I'm going to stand on the body, and you know what? I'm going to fire breath.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
Sure.
Oh, those poor guys.
Let me just turn around so I'm not directing it at Rogar.
If you just ping your target, that'll be good enough. You don't have to spend a lot of time just spinning your avatar around, really.
I know, but it's realistic. Alright, so my alright, let me just get to alright, here we go. Fire breath. This should be correct because Zada helped me with it last night. There we go. 4.
There's your dex saving throws. Can I hear what your spellcasting AC is? I mean DC. Your spellcasting DC that I need to beat.
Sorry.
12, it is said in her...
Yeah, it says it right there on chat, doesn't it? It says DC 12.
Oh, there you go then. Yeah, DC 12.
Okay, so both of these guards saw their first friends get kind of flambéed there, and they were kind of half expecting it. So they both managed to dodge aside and only take 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
Rogar feels smug.
Abraxia gives him a snort, as if to say, fuck you. And she moves back again. She moves back. And that's her last action.
That's fine. Just so everybody knows, it's not stepping onto a difficult terrain square that costs you an extra 5 movement. It's stepping off. So that was 10 feet of movement if you had it right now.
Okay, good to know.
In other words, it's easy to jump on a pile of bodies, but climbing down is more difficult.
Yes. Especially with 2 bodies there.
Okay, next to act are the 2 remaining blackguards.
They look really, really hurt, right?
Well, there were 4 guards to begin with. You guys have killed off 2 of them. One was an extreme overkill as far as damage is concerned. These 2 guys just got hit for the first time with a little bit of fire damage.
No, they got hit previously with 7 and 3 as well. From the previous fire breath.
Okay.
So this is the second fire breath on these 2 guys.
After Abraxia attacked, the first with her fire breath, the first human guard was down at 1 hit point, and the one behind was down to 4 hit points. Then, when it was Rogar's turn, he killed off the second guard.
Nope.
So, in other words, the guard in front of the 2 who are standing there right now is the one who took half damage on the last fire breath. The one behind him has not been hit.
No. There's no way. Like, Rogar went there while these 2 guys were still there.
Yeah, I stepped over 2 dead bodies.
Yeah. The first one took full damage, the other one took less. Then Abraxia did the same thing, and they both saved. So one should have, like, I think 9 damage, and the other one should have 5. Like, there were 4 guards. I killed 2.
All right. So, in the second round of combat, the Blackguard number 3 is going to be striking out against. Let's see who they both hit. Let's see what he's going to do. What is this guy going to do? Here's what I would do if I was him. Here's what I would do if I was him, so this is what I'm going to do with him. So the first Blackguard steps out over the bodies using up 15 feet of movement to move 2 squares. He then launches an attack against Abraxia, which is the person who hit him most recently.
Okay.
I think that would be a miss.
That is a miss. Woohoo! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Sorry.
He is looking pretty worried.
Good.
The next guard jumps up onto the backs of his dead companions and also makes an attack at the same. See who all the damage to these guys. That is a hit.
Was that a hit at me? Sorry.
He got an 18, which I'm almost certain is a hit.
If it's on me,
And gives
yeah.
you 3 piercing damage.
3 piercing.
Correct.
Okay. 3. So I'm on 18.
Next to act is Afro, who
But I'm gonna aim and toss hex at the guy that is standing on the bodies, and I'm gonna shoot him. So this guy. I need to
all right, please proceed.
Yeah, I'm awesome.
That is a critical miss. Let me think. Rogar, you take 6 damage.
Really? Jeez. Okay.
I could have gave him 12.
No, you couldn't. Because one is from Hex and that's on the other guy.
Oh, okay. So then that's just a miss on the hex then.
Yep. The Hex only procs on the enemy.
Okay. Next to act is Rogar.
Well, I'm just gonna have to take a swing at this guy here.
Finally get to see some mighty Warhammer action.
Oh yes. Where's me sheet gone? Oh, here we go. What do I want to do? I want to do. I'm one-handed.
Please go ahead and ping your target.
The guy stood. Oops, where's it gone? This guy here. Yeah, that one.
Thank you. Well, 16 is a hit. Please go ahead and roll damage.
Just click on the Warhammer. Yeah. Red blood. Nice. You kill it probably.
Okay, so you swing your Warhammer at this fellow, who is a blackguard, and where his forehead used to be, there is now a large dent. There is now a square on the floor with 3 dead bodies, as well as an additional blackguard and screaming prisoners.
I'm speechless. In my turn.
Okay, Matt, Abraxia, you are the first to act.
Okay, just trying to remember who's who. Is this a guard?
That is the last standing guard that you guys have seen.
Wonderful. I'm going to use my long sword.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, these guys did not have time to put on their armor. That is a hit.
Whew. Yes! I bring my sword, and like a super awesome samurai woman, I go across his stomach in horizontal fashion, and I do 6 damage.
This blackguard, he looks really surprised for a second. And then he looks down. He sees like our, and he goes like, and then dies.
Yes! Die!
Whoa, chill there.
I'm gonna chill. I killed an evil guard. I'm happy.
So,
prisoners
in
of
combat. I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue.
Yeah, the prisoners are still screaming. Keep it down.
Yeah, the prisoners actually are still screaming, but now their attitude has changed a little bit. They're kind of screaming like, "No, God, please don't kill us!"
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk back in and just turn to the prisoners. And with a bit of annoyed sigh, say, "We are not here to kill you. We are here to save somebody. If you want to be saved, please, for the love of all gods, do not scream anymore."
And
Okay, so the prisoners, they kind of hear what you're saying, and they're like, "Well, if you don't want to hurt us, just let us out of here."
We will let you out. First, let us find the one we came for, so you don't just run out and scream for gods and we get killed by them.
I think it'd be better to let them go. I think it's better for them just to tell us how many guards they think there are, and I say this to Averos as like a sort of whisper. Look, I really think we should sort of ask them if they can tell us something. I will stay away in case they think I'm going to kill them. But yeah, if you guys can just quickly like ask them, you know, how many guards have you seen, that type of thing, and let them go.
I just want to point to the last guard that was killed and say, we could have asked him that.
Yeah, nah. I turn to Abraxia. That's very good of you. Okay, just stand back. I'll try and ask him that. And I just go and ask.
I just pace up and down.
Do you know how many guards are in the other room? And I point to the other room that's closed off. And I actually whisper back to Abraxia. Maybe you can go to the room that the guards went out and see if there's anything useful to grab.
Okay. I carefully walk into the other room. Let's go about here.
Okay, give me just a moment here, please.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping through the doorway into the guards' quarters, you see a small table surrounded by 4 chairs. You see 3 bunk beds with 2 bunks each, and you see like a stand of armor of which most of the pieces have been knocked to the floor. You're probably going to assume that was from the guards trying to get themselves dressed when they realized that despite their relaxation, something crazy was going on. That is really all you find in that room. It's a simple room for the guards to rest in between their shifts, I guess.
Okay.
Can she search the bodies of the guards? Maybe they have something we can take?
Yeah, I'd like to try that.
Also, what armors did they try to put on? Maybe she can just take that.
I doubt it's that good.
You know, it's funny you should say that. It's almost like she could have gotten some free armor. They're each wearing a chain shirt, and they wanted to be wearing a chain shirt a shield, and a sword.
Alright, well, I have in my inventory chainmail, I am wearing my splint armor, I have a long sword, crossbow, stuff like that, so I don't think I need to take anything, to be honest.
Okay.
So go ahead, you guys.
So,
talk to the prisoners.
Aravos, I would like you to go ahead and ping which cage you're going to approach to talk to a prisoner about the number of guards in this.
I mean, I'm approaching the a middle section, and I'm basically talking to all of the prisoners.
Okay, so you're basically addressing the group.
Yeah. See who's gonna be willing to talk. Like.
Okay, give me just a sec. I just want to go ahead and say right now, by the way, that last encounter, you guys handled that very handily. That was, I gotta tell you, standing by the door, that really made a big difference. And you might want to consider, remembering that in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I told him to go stand by the door. I mean, Ragnar, or whatever. Stockpiling by the door is the best tactic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm better with my longsword melee, really. So for me to sort of get there and sort of hinder them coming in while other people can shoot them with bows and also get ready for melee is pretty good, actually.
Like, even
Alright,
if you
Aravos,
at the door, it would be best.
Aravos, as you approach the 4 remaining prisoners there, you see that they are in terrible condition from starvation and dehydration. They look like they could walk on their own, but are certainly in no condition to do any fighting. 2 of the prisoners have only 1 ear, a likely sign that they're members of the Welcomers, the town's thieves guild. The other 2 prisoners have run afoul of the Black Fist in other ways. They say to you, the guards work in shifts. There are usually 4 guards at a time. They say that prisoner that you all killed, he was a cultist, and he was driven insane by long confinement in the room to the east, and they point at a wooden door which you have not approached or opened yet at this.
Okay.
I'm stood over there. I was gonna sort of listen to that door, see if I could
That's
hear what's on the other side.
bad in so many ways. And you're saying there are no guards in the room to our right. Well, to my right.
The prisoners actually are pretty good at keeping track of when the guards come and go, because some of the guards are willing to feed them and some are not. And they can tell you with certainty that there were 4 guards in that room, and that there are not another watch of guards coming for at least a couple of hours.
Okay.
Okay. Right now, I would like to drink my Harper health potion, please.
Go right ahead. That's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Roger, if you could do that as
Yeah,
well.
I was just about to say, that sounds like a really good idea.
So I got a 6, so 8. So I'm back up to 4.
And 2d4 plus 2,
I
yeah?
think, hang on, 8. I think, go on.
Yep.
Maths. 18.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll have to 4 too.
No, I'm 26. I'm 18 plus 6 plus 8 is
Yep, 26.
26. Yeah. That's better though. Ugh, maths.
Did you tell us what you found in that room at Brexit?
There's nothing. There's just some bunk beds and a table for the guards to sit in. There's nothing there. It's just a guard's room.
Can we search the bodies?
You can. They've got a sword. They've got like chainmail chest armor that they would have worn and stuff. But if you want it, you can go for it.
Okay, so one fellow did manage to have a set of greaves on his arms before they were directly approached by you. Other than that, they all just have like one sword each.
I mean, can I take these greaves? I mean, I'm literally wearing a chainmail shirt at the minute. I have a shield as well. But...
you can take the greaves are they're not going to add to your AC. It's just flair.
Sounds good.
Okay, I tell to the prisoners, we're gonna check what's behind this door, and when we are sure that we found who we are looking for, we're gonna release you all.
Nate.
They seem like they're pretty happy to hear that, but they also see you wearing a water skin and they beg for water.
Okay, yeah, this is fine. I give them my water skin to share, and then I give them a few of the rations. Like this.
Nate, we've got a few new viewers. Do you mind just recapping a little bit of what we've done so far?
Do you mean about today's session or about the campaign overall so far?
Your choice. I don't mind.
I think it's best for just today's session.
Yeah.
Alright, so in today's session what happened was our characters were relaxing at the tavern. A gnome approached and said that his daughter had been captured by some rogue blackguard. The blackguard had taken his daughter to a secret prison that they have, not constructed, but that they have discovered beneath the Lyceum in town, the Lord's Lyceum, which had burned down in the past. But the rooms beneath are still standing. And when the Blackguard discovered this, they basically excavated the site and started using it as a place to take care of their own personal vendettas against criminals and other people who kind of went against the Blackguard.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Have we asked whether one of these four, who we're looking for?
It's the gnome's daughter, Fiona.
Yeah, we're looking for a gnome. If there's no gnomes in the room, then we need to find them.
So those are 4 human prisoners there.
Okay, I would like to release the prisoners.
Abraxia, give me I pull her to the side. Some of these prisoners, I whispered, are kind of acquaintances of ours or yours. So let's just check what's in the other room. If the little girl is there, we get her out, because there's something that drove the cultist mad. And after that, I need to take care of the prisoners. I'll release them. I just want to work up a deal with some of them.
Okay, so just one time real quick to recap. All 4 of these prisoners are humans. 2 of them are missing their right ear, which is a sure sign that they have been arrested as members of the Welcomers, or the local thieves guild.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm just insinuating for Abraxia to just give me a moment to deal with that, after we deal with the whatever is in the other room. So...
Okay, so you guys are standing in a room with 4 prisoners in 4 cages. There is an open room to the south, which was occupied by 4 guards, who you have handily dispensed. And to the north is a tunnel leading back to the, I can't remember the name of the river now, the Showerov River or something like that.
Sure.
And there is a heavy wooden door to the east that is barred from this side with a heavy wooden beam.
Out of us, what did they say was in that room?
They didn't say like that it was anything, but the guy that attacked me, that Abraxia killed, was a cultist, and he was driven mad by the thing that was inside. So it's probably something dangerous, especially if it was barred from these sides. I would suggest one of you try to open it, while the rest of us prepare for any kind of danger.
I was just about to say, we'll flank the door, and if you want to charge off one of those things,
don't worry, I'm charging.
Yeah.
So, as you're discussing this, opening the door there, the prisoners overhear you, and they say, "Oh, don't go in there. That's where the Grick lives."
The Grick?
Okay, what do I need to roll to remember what that thing is?
History?
Okay, so, actually, you won't remember what that is because you haven't heard of it, and the prisoners know it only by name. The guards, when the prisoners weren't being well behaved, threatened to feed the prisoners to the Grick. The prisoners have also seen other prisoners go through the door and then never come back.
Okay,
Ooh,
have you
sounds
seen
like a
little
challenge.
goblin? Have you seen a little, not goblin, gnome girl being taken there?
Oh, okay. One of the prisoners that still has both of his ears, he speaks up and he says, "Oh, there was a young gnome woman brought in here recently, but unfortunately she was taken into the room with the Grick, and we haven't seen her since."
Open the doors, guys. Ready up.
All right,
Time,
I'll
ready,
open the
ready,
door,
fast.
and I will also ready. Can I ready my longsword as? No, wait. Can I ready my longsword as I open the door? Take off the bar.
Okay, let me think about that for a second. So you're readying an action. You're readying action to do what? And what's going to trigger the action as well?
Alright, so I would like to kind of like ready my longsword, like have maybe one hand on my longsword ready to pull out while using my other hand to like lift off the bar to open the door. If that's
Okay,
possible.
and what is going to cause you to make an attack with your sword?
Just if someone rushes out.
Anything that's not a dwarf.
Gnome.
No.
Okay, so in other
Sorry.
words, if you open the door, when you open the door, if anyone comes out, you're going to strike them.
Unless they're a gnome. If I see them looking like a gnome, I'm not attacking.
Okay, unless they're a gnome. Okay, that is understood. Please go ahead and roll a strength check to see if you can lift this heavy wood.
Strength? Okay, so just my normal strength, yeah? Okay.
Yep. D20 plus strength. I knew this was gonna be easy.
20.
Okay, that is a really good roll. You lift the heavy metal beam from the two hooks across the door that are holding it shut, and the door is actually, it swings open a little on its hinges, just a bit, and you can see into the room, and I will reveal now what.
Alright.
So, as you look into the doorway, you can see beyond some sort of a cavern, which it's not really clear what's in there. You also see in the distance sort of a pile of rubble. It looks like that might be difficult terrain to cross, like you might have to do a little climbing, so walking across the rubble will probably cost double of your movement points, and that's what you make out so far.
Can I hear
have
anything?
A bit of a crazy idea. Sorry.
What is it?
Throw one of those guards into the room.
Nope, that's not a crazy idea. Let's do
I
it.
like that. That's a good idea. But first, like, can we hear anything? Any movement, perhaps? It's a cavern. It might be echoey.
Okay, so you give a listen at the door. I want you to give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. 7.
Okay, so you do hear a very faint noise through the door. It sounds perhaps like someone is breathing heavily or sobbing perhaps or sighing. It's hard to say.
Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely in on throwing the a dead guard in there.
I mean, I don't want to throw me back out, so which one of them looks the lightest?
It doesn't matter. I already have the check in mind. I just need to know who's the strongest.
Yeah.
Well,
just
I'm
give it to
16
Roxy,
for
she's the
strength.
strongest.
17 plus 3.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that strength check there.
Me?
Yeah, the strongest among you.
Strength.
That's decent.
Okay, you succeed. I want you to ping on the map where you're throwing the body.
I'm
On
ready.
the squares you can see.
I want to throw it about there.
Yeah, while he's throwing, I'm readying an attack to shoot anything that, like, tries to attack the body or something.
And
And
I'm
I
just
whisper to Roxy, that's a good plan, just like with the dummy. But it's not, the dummy's not with me currently.
No.
Alright, so you pick up this guard's body, sort of toss him through the door. He lands in a heap on the floor. And you were hearing sort of a whimpering noise or something coming from the other side, but the sound actually stops. And you hear someone go, "Hello?"
Oh, okay. Your voice.
I mean, if it's... I don't know.
I would like to sort of give like a puny voice, like make them think that I'm not like a really strong dragonborn. So can I just sort of give like a really feeble hello, and you know, in case it's like a trap.
Okay, I would like you to roll a performance check, please.
Shit. Okay. Let's see. Right, here we go. 18.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. So you hear the voice call back a little louder. "Hello, is someone there?"
So I kind of call back and go, hello? Is someone there as well? Who are you? I wandered in this cave and I don't know what's going on.
You hear the voice say, "Oh, please, I do need help getting out of this room. I'm going to be driven mad if I'm in here much longer. Please do help me if you can. But be careful."
Why do I need to be careful?
This is pretty funny. Okay.
Alamos is just dumbfounded by this giant dragonborn talking like a little girl, and he's like, what the hell?
Better safe than sorry. What?
Just as a point of clarity, have we seen his imp?
Nope.
No,
I
he's
don't know.
invisible.
Right, fair enough.
Nope.
So I call out, what? Why? What do we have to be careful? What's driving you mad?
Okay, the voice responds. She says, "I'm so afraid. Please help me. I can't run away. I can't run away."
I call out and say, where exactly are you?
Okay, the voice responds. She says, "I can't see you. I can't run away. Please help."
Is it dark?
You guys are inside of a cave. It is definitely dark.
Alright, so I'm definitely holding my sword out then for light. Because I won't see otherwise. Alright, and guys, I think I'm gonna walk in.
How
It
tall are you?
smells like a trap.
No, I think that's the gnomish girl, and whatever it's inside is, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna walk
Right.
in. I'm gonna walk in just behind the body, because if I go on the body, then it's harder to get off. So I'm just gonna stand behind the body with my bright sword out, because Avaros made it light.
Yeah, and I'm holding my action. If anything attacks Abraxia, I'm shooting it.
Okay, just stand right there, and I'm going to reveal a little bit more of the map.
I'm coming!
Please stop. That's creepy.
I whisper in Avaros's ear. I have a bad feeling about this.
And me both, buddy. But I know that's a trap.
Alright, so as you step through the door, you walk 10 feet down a short hallway. In front of you lies the body of a dead blackguard. To the left and right of the blackguard are piles of vermin piled higher than a man's head, so impossible to see over. You can see in the distance in front of you, on the northeast corner of the area that you can see, there's some sort of stone obelisk on the floor. Also, just to the south, you can see the very corner of a small cage.
Alright, I'm gonna walk in a little bit more. So where was I? I was thinking where I was originally. I was here. Oh wait, we're not in combat, are we? So I
No,
can
we're
move
not,
wherever. So yeah. So I'm just gonna move here. Avaros, you wanna move up behind me?
Every time I move, I'm holding action to attack.
Yeah, me too, with my long sword.
That's totally fine.
I mean, I would hold an action, but I'm too far away even if someone did attack.
Which class are you? I forgot.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
You can hold something ranged if you have.
I do, but I prefer to hold my hammer.
Okay.
Okay, so has everybody finished stepping where they're going to step for now?
Yep.
Yes. I could move a
I'm
little bit
going-
further in, but give
I'm going
Avaros
to
more
reveal
range to
some of the
shoot.
map for you. Okay, as you look around this chamber, you can see that there are large piles of rubble from what appears to be recent cave-ins, perhaps that happened during the excavation of this rough-walled dirt room that is apparently dug by hand off the side of that secret prison. You can see a little to the south of you, there is a cage containing a small gnome female. She looks to be a young adult. And there's a little more I can show you. Just one second.
Show us where the enemy is. Oh, for fuck's sakes! No! That's a
Abraxia
proper
laughs
worm.
gleefully. Oh, this one's mine.
No, that's a proper worm. No. Fuck off. No.
This is a Grick.
Oh, yes.
mean, I think I remember what the Greek actually is out of game because I've used it. But that is actually, I think, a token for a purple worm, and that's like a big, massive no-no.
It is, but you'll notice he's far too small
Yeah.
to be the purple worm.
It's like, you see a purple worm, you know Pau.
Rogo whispers.
When I see a purple worm, I run.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking at the room here. As you step out into the chamber, this large grick, which looks quite like a large worm with a lamprey mouth, he bolts in your.
I think I heard it bolts in our direction, so...
No, hell.
Brace yourselves, guys.
That is absolutely correct. It's bolting in your direction.
Do I have line of sight to it because I have range?
You do have range, but that large pile of debris in front of you, that is taller than a man. You cannot see over.
Okay.
The only one who's even actually caught a glimpse of the Grick at this time is, I believe that's Abraxia out front there.
Yes.
Okay.
So she saw it over the corner of that southern debris pile, but she's the only one who can actually see it. And she sees it moving towards.
Alright, and is it coming above ground towards me, or is it like tunneling under the ground and then popping up?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so you can kind of think of this creature as sort of like a cross between a snake and a lamprey or an eel. It's got sort of like a mouth ringed in saber-like teeth. It's about 8 feet in length, and it is sliding across the ground towards you as soon as I can figure out how to move it.
Okay.
Okay, so this Grick, it makes its way in between the piles of rubble along the floor, slithering towards you. It places itself basically as close as it can get to you without being in touch range. To block you from getting towards that cave.
Now I think I have line of sight to it.
You do. Anybody who has prepared action and is in range at this time and has line of sight, please go ahead and use your prepared actions.
I'll let Avros go first with his arrows.
Oh! Let's hear some clapping.
What?
So you prepared a sword strike, and that is out of.
What was the clapping for? That sounded really sarcastic.
Nat 20.
We have a critical hit.
Like, as soon as it shows up, I'm like, oh shit, that's ugly, oh shit, and I fire off an Eldritch Blast and an arrow straight in the middle of its mouth.
Yeah, but with
Oh, you're
You're
breaking up.
right.
Do you want to reconnect,
Robot
maybe?
voice. Susa Kitty said, quick base, vape on it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
There we go.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, alright. So, with that critical hit, you do 13 damage, but as a critical hit, I'm going to give you double damage. That will be 26 damage against the Grick.
Ooh, I just shoot it straight down its mouth, like straight in the middle.
I look at Avros very, very impressed. Like,
And I just look to her like, what? It was nasty!
Okay. With my prepared action, I'd like to run up to it.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the Grix stat block.
That's cool.
And I don't think you're in range. There's 5 feet between the two of you.
Yeah, you're not within sword range anyway.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this Grick basically swallowed this magic attack, and it kind of squeals and kind of rears up like it's going to make an attack, and it screeches out loudly. Now that the prepared actions are over, I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
Okay. Braxia really wants to get in on this.
I finally roll well.
My god, my first really crappy initiative roll. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
What's this? Did mine go through okay?
After that,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
after that critical hit, I'm going to roll advantage for the Grick. I'm going to roll initiative for the Grick with disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
First to act in this round of combat is Aravos.
Transferring Hex to it and shooting again. Yep. Fuck. I guess this misses. So
And 9 is a miss, my friend. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna pull back to let Rogar be able to just move freely and attack.
See if I can reach.
Yeah, you can reach. You can even go like to the side or somewhere else.
Yeah. I'll just go straight in. Yeah.
I'm afraid of those obelisks and what they are for.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
No, it's 25 to there, right? Yeah. How much is this taking up?
I think it takes 4 squares.
Is it 4 squares? So
Okay, whatever distance. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a large creature. It's 8 feet in length. It's taking up 4 squares. Whatever your distance is between you and where you're moving to, if you have to go across those gray stones and rubble on the floor, you add 5 extra feet for each block you have to cross.
Oh, I also have to step over the dead body that I threw there.
Yeah, I think he can still make it either in front or to the side of it. No problem.
Yeah, you can make it. Oh, you can make it up there for sure. I'm just saying, crossing over that dead body, crossing over those stones, that's difficult terrain. Is my point.
Well, it's 25 up to it, so I've got 30 feet, so I can move to there. Easy enough. And then hit it with my hammer.
All right, please go ahead and attack.
Hammer time!
No way! You guys gotta be kidding me. Seriously?
No, you need to say it's hammer time. Oh, the damage is sweet.
Okay, the Grick is dead.
Hi.
I literally, in character, walk in and say, "Wow, hammer time!" Don't you think?
You guys, you didn't let me kill the Grick.
You killed
you
hammer
got to kill the prisoner.
previous.
I don't want to kill the prisoner.
I can't believe you guys rolled critical hits right in a row like that.
That was amazing, guys.
That was going to be such a hard fight for you guys. I cannot believe that just happened.
Alright, I kind of want to go and have a look at this obelisk over here. To see what it's all about.
Okay, please roll a wisdom check.
Straight off
Oh,
wisdom?
fuck.
Okay. Uh, 15.
Okay, as you approach the obelisk, you feel sort of a strange energy, and you become immune to fear for the next 24 hours. So our next session, you'll be immune to fear effects.
Oh wow. Immune to... Guys, go up to an obelisk, get something free.
Nope, I'm just gonna go get the girl.
I'm gonna check out this one over in the northeast.
Okay, please go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
This is gonna suck. 9.
Okay, you are currently afraid. Please move your token as far away from the obelisks as you possibly can. You have been struck with...
What, is in out of the room?
You are in a panic and running away as fast as you can, so use all your movement speed and your dash speed to get away from where you are.
Okay, so that'll be about 40 odd feet, wouldn't it? 60 feet.
I'm gonna go to check up on the girl. Is she okay?
Like, yeah, I'm out of the room.
Yeah, you're probably about a third of the way up the tunnel back towards the river at this.
Abrexia goes up to the cage as well, and in her girly voice she says, "Hi, it's me, don't be afraid. I used this voice in case you were a decoy or something. Hello, my name is Abraxia."
Oh Jesus, Abraxia, come on, that's scary. In both ways.
Shut up, I say to Avros. Let us get you out of here.
Hold on for a second, hold on.
I'm not going to go up to her as a Dragonborn and go,
you
"It's me,
guys
Abraxia."
really
I'm
run-
going to freak her out.
You guys really run fun adventures. I have so much fun playing with you guys. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yay. That makes me happy.
Okay, Valona, she says, "I can't run away. I can't run away." And she just sits there kind of rocking back and forth in her...
Oh,
Would they
Professor.
be able to not examine the obelisks, but like just maybe through some arcana knowledge? Like I've seen Abraxia walk up to it and nothing happened, and then I've seen our friend walk up to it and run away in panic, to just like give an impression of what these things are doing, or like if it's...
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could take the gnome girl to the one where I didn't feel fear. Maybe that would break her spell.
No, I don't think it works like that.
Okay, Aravos.
Yep.
I want you to go ahead and roll a arcana.
Okay.
Okay, with that roll, you can infer from what happened with your friends that these obelisks are basically casting fear on anyone who steps nearby. You also know that anyone who overcomes that fear by rolling. Well, anyone who overcomes that fear with their strength of will will become immune to fear for 24 hours.
I think we should give it a go. She's already scared. She can't get more scared. So let's just take her to one of the obelisks.
I turned to Abraxia and say, okay, first off, let me explain what happened here. It's not what you think. These obelisks are magical, and they're, I think, continuously casting or continuously displaying a certain spell, which is fear. And if you manage to somehow overcome that first casting, or like the first wave of that spell, like you did, the brave as you are, you will be immune to it for the next 24 hours. So I'm guessing what happened here is whoever these maniacal blackguards are, they would bring prisoners here to this closest, let them be afraid, and then put them in this cage to drive them mad. I believe this girl is under a spell, and if we bring her closer to the obelisk, it's just gonna make it worse. What we need to do is, the logical thing that we need to do is get her the fuck out of here and get us the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna unlock this, and if she doesn't want to go, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but please, for the love of gods, as gently as you can, pick her up and carry her out. Try not to be scary, because she's already scared out of her mind.
I'm not going to scare her anymore. I'm trying to be calm.
I know.
Alright, so as you are beginning to realize the nature of these stone obelisks around the room, the fear effect on Rogar wears off, and he looks around, and he's standing out by the Stajinov River, wondering what he was so afraid of to begin.
Okay, I'm gonna check the lock on the cage to see if it's actually locked, or if they just left people inside to be scared.
Okay, the cage is locked, and as you approach the door, Valona kind of cowers in the corner, and she continues to chant basically her mantra, which is, I can't run away, I can't run away, I can't run away.
You're gonna be fine, you're gonna be out safe, and I'm muttering to myself, God damn it, I didn't have that spell access, and don't worry, everything is gonna be fine, and I'm just gonna start unlocking.
Please roll your tools, please roll your dexterity check with advantage, because you have thieves' tools.
I'm unlocking this with Dave's tools, and I'm thinking to myself, God damn it, those cards probably had keys. I stop continuing to unlock with Dave's tools.
Actually, the cages that you have been unlocking so far with your thieves' tools have been not locked with a regular lock, but simply tied with a very intricate knot and a piece of rope to keep people from being able to get out. You're using your tools to kind of pry the ropes.
Okay.
To put it another way, there really were never any keys to speak of. Again, these Blackguard, they're not here on official business. They're kind of using it as a hideout to perform underground illegal Blackguard business.
Yep.
You can think of the guys in Serpico. Not Serpico, but the other guys.
There's, I'm just wondering, I mean, looking at this cage, can I inspect this cage? Because I'm just kind of wondering the shape on the cage could be the spell, and if, like, scratching it or something could break the spell that she's under.
Are you talking about that big V?
Yeah.
That is a V for Valona. That's her name.
Oh, okay. I thought it was F for Valona. Okay. No problem.
Rogar just pokes his head back into the cave and...
Get over here, Rogar!
Is it safe? Is it safe? What?
Stop pussyfooting around!
No, it's not. You can still be frightened and run away. Just stay there.
Just get your ass over here, you're fine. Just don't go near the obelisks.
So what happened with that dexterity check?
It's 21.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I see that now. Okay, great. With your critical success on unlocking this cage, you very handily untie the knot, and golly, what's something awesome that can happen? Let me think for a second. A gold nugget falls down from the ceiling and bounces off your head. It's worth 5 gold coins.
And I look at it and okay, and I pick it up and I pocket it for now.
Okay, so the cage is now open. You just found a gold nugget, and Valona is in her cage. She's sort of cowering in the back corner of the cage. She's rocking back and forth with her hands around her knees, and she's saying, "Can't run away, can't run away."
Alright, I would like to be in front of the cage so that I can gently pick her up. And, and just help her. I say to her, it's okay. I'm gonna go pick you up and take you back. Your father, think of your father. You'll see him again. And I wanna pick her up.
Okay, you reach out to pick up Valona. I need you to make a strength check against this little gnome.
Yeah, come on.
I gently pick her up. I gently pick her up.
Okay, you have managed to successfully pick up this little gnome Valona, but she is kicking and struggling like crazy. She slows down your movement speed by half.
That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I've got you. You're safe. Okay. So my movement speed is half, so 30, 15. Alright, so...
Okay. You slowly start taking her out. I'm gonna work on the other cells and release the other prisoners.
Alright, so we start moving, guys.
Heading on the way out, I just start running away from the scary cave.
Okay, hold on a second, guys.
Okay.
To your surprise, something happened.
Ooh!
Oh shit.
Oh.
Guards.
Come back. Or you. Get back here. Rogar, Avros.
As you walk into the room with the prisoners from the welcomers and also the other 2 human prisoners, an elf stands before you in the doorway to the exit tunnel. She has an arrow nocked and trained on you, Missy.
Oh.
She says, "Put down the gnome and leave. You will not take her anywhere and torture her even more. There may be more of you, but some of you will not survive this fight if you try to take her."
Wait! Stop! No, wait! We are the good guys. Her father sent us to get her.
I want, you know what? I want Abraxia to take a medicine check.
Okay. "19 strength, 7 medicine."
Okay,
Wait, also, GM, if my invisible familiar is still there where it is, I think I'm still in range to be telepathic. Yeah, I'm way in range to be telepathically warned if somebody was coming.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
this elf, Yelivia, is a scout, and her stealth ability is off the chain.
Okay.
right, so as you try to calm the poor gnome Valona, she is still quite upset. She's struggling, and the elf speaks up. She says, "What are you doing with her? She's a friend of mine. I order you to put her down right now."
I'm not going to put her down. I'm sorry. We came here to rescue her on orders of her father. We don't even know you. How do I know you're not pretending to be her friend? And I kind of look over to Valona and see if she kind of acknowledges this person as her friend.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and take a medicine check again.
Okay.
At that moment, can I insight check the elf and see if she's telling the truth?
No.
Shit.
You can take an insight check against the elf, but she hasn't said much.
I mean, she's claiming that she's her friend. Let's see if she's lying or not.
Medicine is 2.
No, not advantage. Damn it. That crit is not... Yeah. And I fail.
Oh.
Again, she hasn't really said much for you to base any kind of an opinion on, so you really can't tell either way. Missy, you look one more time to the gnome to try to get her to confirm or disconfirm what the elf has to say, but Valona is much too busy kicking and trying to struggle and break free from your grip, but your strength is way higher than hers. There's no chance she's getting away.
I'm not letting her go, Elf. I'm sorry. But until you can somehow prove to us that you are her friend, she is staying safe with me. I'm not letting anything harm her. You want to deal with a dragonborn? That's you go for it.
We are not torturing her. We are sent here to get her out. There's a massive worm that was inside called a Greek, and some pillars that make people really, really afraid.
Okay, when you say that, the elf scout actually seems to... She lowers her bow and her arrow. She looks a little confused. She then says, "Oh, pardon me. You say you need proof that we're friends?"
Yes. You think I'm a fool?
Sure.
Shut up.
Okay, so this elf introduces herself as Olivia. She then pulls... Hold on. Oh, wow, this is weird. Hold on.
No problem.
Okay, so the elf introduces herself as Olivia. That starts with a Y, Olivia. And she reaches down and she starts taking off her boot.
She starts taking off her...
What now?
She starts taking off her boot.
Okay.
Once she has her boot removed from her right foot, she reaches down and actually peels the skin off of the bottom of her foot. You notice that as she does this, that she doesn't appear to be bleeding, and it occurs to you that it is probably a patch of fake skin. Inside this patch that she has pulled off the bottom of her foot, she tears it open and reveals a hidden map.
What is that map you're holding?
On a side note, ow?
Okay, so this map that Olivia has, she tells you, is the whole reason that Valona first came to be arrested by the Blackguard in the first place. Valona stole the map from the Black Fist, which is rumored to... Hold on. She stole a map from the Black Fists that is rumored to lead to the lair of a white dragon in the mountains to the north.
Ah, Jesus. Well, I was looking for to complete the step, so...
Okay,
No,
well, that
continue
rings true from what I heard in the tavern when I spoke to a white-scaled dragon who was looking for treasure in a north mountain. So I kind of feel like I believe you. I'm still not letting Valona go, but I will walk with you outside of the cave.
You can go out together, and her father
don't we
is
suggest-
outside.
Yeah, go to our father's just outside the cave mouth.
That is correct.
So let's just go outside together.
Let's go out there.
Okay, so Valona, Olivia, she takes this map and she places it back into her pocket. She says, "Thank you so much for your assistance and for helping my friend." She then actually takes out some gold pieces and she hands each of you 50 gold pieces as a reward.
Damn.
You all exit the cave together.
Before that, sorry, GM. I would like to start releasing the other prisoners. First, I'm going to release the 2 prisoners that are not welcomers, like that are normal people.
Okay, so those 2, they get up and they run out the tunnel as fast as they can. They're getting the hell out of there.
Then, I turn to the 2 welcomers, and I say, I know who you guys are. I know who you work for. Your merry band has given some grief to my friend here. To the nasty dragon lady that you saw here. I'm going to release you, but in turn, I'm gonna need a favor from you. And that is, if we ever cross our paths, for whatever reason, you're gonna let us go. Just as I'm letting you go now. Is that a deal?
Wow, okay, the 2 members of the Thieves Guild, they understand the contract of honor among thieves, and they agree to your terms, and actually reach out to, they spit in their palms and reach their hands out of the cage to shake.
As an urchin that's seen thieves and probably worked for them for a little while, I follow, and I do the same.
Okay, so you guys shake hands with a little bit of spittle to exchange contractual obligation. And the 2 members of the Thieves Guild get up and...
I will release their doors, and I'm keeping an eye on you.
Alright, so they make their way up the tunnel pretty much as quickly as they can. And Olivia and the party, and Valona, who's currently still being held, you guys kind of start to talk to each other, form a group, and start heading towards the exit, as there's really nothing left alive behind you and nothing to gather. And as you come to the exit, of the tunnel, Braxia, I would like you to make one more medicine check, please.
Okay. Can I ask the GM, what is a medicine check for, to be precise?
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
I don't really understand medicine checks.
Yeah,
I thought like with poison maybe, but... Ooh.
Okay, if I reveal that right now...
Oh, okay,
it's
don't
going
worry.
to-
Don't worry then. I was just curious. Alright, let me roll my medicine check.
Come on, roll it. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, damn.
Bad. 2.
Alright,
Can somebody
so,
else roll medicine just to see if we're all so close by?
it's not, that's not the thing.
Okay.
It's about the person who's carrying her.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Oh, you all make your way down.
You're breaking up again, honey.
Turning into a robot.
No. So you can hear me okay or not?
Yes, I can
No,
hear
we
you now,
can.
yeah.
As you approach the end of the tunnel on the Stajinov River, you see Rillo standing there, looking somewhat perplexed. He says,
A bunch of people just ran out of here. They looked hungry, but they wouldn't stop and talk to me.
They were prisoners, just as your daughter. We released them all.
Alright, so Rillo says, "Oh, Valona, I've missed you so!" And he kind of runs over to Abraxia and he like holds up his arms towards his daughter.
I sort of bring out Valona towards him as if to sort of allow him to sort of take a hold of her, but still not quite giving him, not quite giving Valona fully to him in case she tries to run off or do something, because she's still not quite herself. But I allow him to sort of hug her as I'm holding her.
Okay, so Rillo, as he approaches his daughter and Valona sees him, she kind of calms down quite a bit. She stops kicking her feet. She says, "Oh, Father, I've missed you so. Oh, it's been awful. They had me."
You cut off after they had me.
"They were holding me prisoner. I've been here for days, Father. I was so worried I would never see you again."
You're safe, I say to Valona.
Okay, so once everybody has calmed down, Valona and Olivia come and speak to the members of the party, saying that the Black Fist Knights hold the honest citizens of Flan in a state of fear with their tyranny, and their interest in anything related to dragons is a bad sign for the city.
Okay.
So as it stands right now, you've got the Black Fist, the Welcomers, the Harper's Guild, and some necromancers, all looking for some dragon-related items.
Shit's gonna go down. I'd like to put Valona down now she's got her bearings, and I say to Valona, is this truly your friend? Is Olivia truly your friend? Just so I know for sure.
Oh, okay, so, Valona kind of walks over to Olivia, and, she plants a big wet lickery kiss on her, and she says, "Oh yeah, we're friends alright."
Fantastic. I'm so happy you're back. Okay, I turn to Rillo and I say, we did as we promised. We found out where exactly in the cave she was held. We've done more than that. We've brought her out safely. You offered 25 before we came. 25 now, please.
And I think it's 50 more for her rescue, so just in case you forgot.
That's
Okay,
right.
so Rillo, he reaches around on the back of his belt. He pulls forth a pouch, obviously heavy with coin, and he pulls out 75 gold coins, hands it to Abraxia, and he pulls out 100 gold coins, handing it to Outavos, and 100 gold coins, handing that to Rope. He says, "Thank you so much." He says, "Thank you so much for saving my daughter," and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your adventure for today.
Woo!
Can you guys, before we go, ask Olivia if I can see the map to the layer, to the white dragon or the whatever?
She says, "If you want to talk about the map, I'll be at Friona's Tea Kettle in the morning for breakfast."
Okay.
Okay, sure. See you then. I have no idea what I'm getting into this.
Okay, everybody. Today's adventure was actually a pretty big accomplishment. Each of you who played in today's adventure will gain 4 adventure checkpoints.
Mm-hmm.
You will gain 2 treasure points.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 downtime days.
Wow, so 4 adventure points, so I level up. Yeah.
Me too, I think, yeah. Wow. Wow.
You need 4 to level up.
4 adventure checkpoints will give you a level up. That's correct. And the fact that you're level 1 on this adventure,
That's amazing.
you got really lucky.
That's
Sweet.
great, Rogar.
I'm level 2. I have no idea what that means, but
You get more stuff.
I'm level 2.
More cool
okay,
stuff.
all you have to do is in your player's handbook, you just read the section on your class, and it'll say at level 2 do this, and you just add that to your characters.
Awesome.
Wonderful. All right, guys. So I would like to give a big thank you to Aravos for kicking ass with his Eldritch Blast. I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
You did so well with that, Greg. I would love to thank Rogar for joining. Let me give you a shout out, Base. Definitely check out.
And the killing blow, I might add.
Yeah.
First game.
Killing smash.
Please give a follow to Bases of Operations. He does a lot of mini painting. He's also playing, video games now as well, which is really cool. And obviously role-playing games. And I would love to give a massive, warm, fantastic thank you to Nate Miniacs Miniatures for being just a fantastic games master. I love the voices. I just love the setup. It's really great, hon. And yeah, definitely give Miniacs Miniatures a follow as well. He also Twitches. He does a lot of awesome sculpting and making minis as well as painting them. So he is really talented.
Guys, just one quick note. I forgot to mention, Rillo actually also hands over a fine magnifying glass.
Oh yes, the magnifying glass. Yeah.
To Abraxia for rescuing his daughter personally.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
Also, all players will receive 1 potion of healing.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
As in addition to the Harper Potion, or is that the Harper Potion?
Your Harper potions are gone. You are receiving as a reward for this adventure 1 permanent potion of healing.
Ooh.
Permanent until you use it, of course.
Oh yeah, 1 permanent healing. Brilliant.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay, as we're ending, before we leave and this band, can I get a ruling on the sneak attack for Rogue? Because I might go at least 1 or 2 levels in Rogue. Just that, nothing else.
Okay, here it comes, Rogue Gamer. You will need to take at least 1 level of Rogue to gain sneak attack. However,
Yes.
I would prefer if you guys will, you guys are allowed to multi-class, that's not a problem, but I would prefer if we wait until we reach tier 2.
What's tier 2?
Level 5 and up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be level 5 next, so after that level or before level 5?
Once you actually achieve level 5,
Oh, okay, so after that.
you will be able to start multi-class.
That's still cool though. That's not. You don't have to wait long, really, when you think about it.
So,
How well we're doing.
and I'm being kind of annoying at this point.
No.
If I have 10 downtime days right now, and I'm still not level 5, I can actually use those to level up to level 5.
Okay, level 5 is a tier 2 level. So it's double the cost to reach level 5 that it is to reach levels 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I thought it was from. Oh, you said from level 5. Okay, yeah, so 5 and up. Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, and also guys, if you really enjoyed this and you would love to actually come join us, whether it be online board games or online role-playing games, whether it be Starfinder, Dungeons and Dragons, Adventure League, or Dungeons and Dragons, or or even soon Warhammer role-playing is on the table as well. So come and check out the Discord. And there you go. Okay, and I am going to exit the Discord and I'm going to find someone to raid. So really, I want to say thank you, everyone. And thank you also... And also thank you, Base, for also streaming. And I hope everyone who's been on
Thank you very
Bases
much.
have had a lovely time as well.
I had a great time, and I hope all of you did as well, and I hope all the viewers out there also had a really fun time. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll join us again.
Definitely. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Missy T. And while Missy T signs off, I'll also say a big thank you to Miniax for giving me my very first Dungeons and Dragons experience. And I look forward to many more in the future. And of course, Rogue Gamer for being here as well. And I would just like to say thank you to the viewers. And I got a sub while we were streaming as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I didn't want to interrupt the game to mention that. But yeah, thank you for everyone who joined. And
Okay, guys, let's find someone to raid. So let's have a look and see who is on. So let me just jump and just refresh my Twitch so that I can see. But yeah, I hope the volume was okay. I know we still have some technical issues with some sound, but you know. Alright, let's see who is on. Let me just search for Dungeons and Dragons. Keep it rolling. So stay with us for an awesome raid. More categories. I'm so gutted I didn't get to kill the Grick. Okay, let's see who is on. We have got Gavin at Lord Peaks Haven, D4 D&D Waterkeep. Let's see. Yeah, let's try Gavin. See what that's like. Just hear what it's like.
Which would have driven me crazy back in the day too, by the way. But that's
alright, yeah, let's give them a cheeky follow and then let's go raid them. Try and give some love to the role-playing community, guys. So, the raid call is if I spell it right, is We Are Home. That is the raid call, and of course if you have the emote, which you get in tier 1, then it is this We Are Home with the emote as well. Okay, guys, so there you go. Did too many. That's fine. All right, so let's raid. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to King Plexiglass. Have an amazing birthday. Thank you, Susa Kitty. Thank you, Fang, for popping in. I look forward to playing with you in the future. Thank you for Base for popping in while we were actually playing, which is hilarious. And yeah, just thank you. And thank you, Yummy Rocks, for popping in as well. You were all awesome. And thank you to the lurkers. So here we go, we're raiding. And I should be on at some point tomorrow, I believe. Hopefully in the afternoon and in the evening for either board games or more role-playing games. 6 viewers, that's amazing. Thank you. All right, give them a warm welcome, warm love. Let me just copy my own raid thing so I can actually do my thing. All right, we're off. Bye.